Oh, Algebra 2. Today we're going to focus on, or this week we're going to focus on how to solve equations when you have variables on both sides, but you also have a set of parentheses in there. All right, so while you're working through these problems, I just wrote down some steps that you could copy into your notebook or take a picture of. I prefer that you write them down. I feel like that's better. But first thing, you're going to have to remove the parentheses by distributing. Step 2, combine like terms. Step 3, get all your variable terms to one side of the equal sign, and then get all your constant terms or just regular number terms to the other side. And then step 4, solve. Let's look at a problem now. Okay, so this is question 1 from your assignment. So step 1, let's get rid of parentheses by distributing. We're going to take this -5 and distribute it into these parentheses. Just the parentheses, not this term over here. Just the parentheses, right? So we have -5 times n. -5 times n, which is -5n. Then we've got -5 times a +1, which is -5. You might think, oh, that's -5. It's the same thing. And then this -6n, we never did anything to. So it just comes down, and so does this. Cool beans. Okay, step 2, combine like terms. If you look over here on the left, you'll see a -5n and a -6n. Those are like terms because they have the same variable on them, so we can combine them. -5n minus 6n, right? We have to keep that minus with it, is -11n. So I've combined those. And then if you look, I've only got this -5. There's nothing to combine it with, right? When you're combining like terms, you're only focusing on one side of the equal sign at a time. You're not combining all over the place, right? So this -5 just comes on down, equals 13 minus 2n. All right, so step 3. Let's get our variable terms to one side. I'm going to go with getting it on the left. We have a -2n, so we're going to add 2n. We're going to add 2n here to the n term, because you can only combine terms that are like terms. -11 plus 2, -9n. -5 just comes down, equal sign comes down, 13 comes down, and this zeroes out. That's why we did it. Now I'm going to get this 5, this constant, this just normal number, to the right. So I'm going to add 5 and add 5. This guy just comes down because we didn't touch anything. -5 plus 5 zeroes out. That's why we did it. And that equals 18. And now, like I've said in previous videos, right, this is -9 times n. So to undo the times, the multiplication, we are going to divide. And we do it to both sides. -9 divided by -9 is 1. So you really have 1n, or just plain old n, equals 18 divided by -9 is -2. So your answer is -2. Okay, so I'm going to go over question 14 from your assignment, and I'm going to double check that I wrote it down right, because I probably half the time when students can't figure out what they're doing wrong, they wrote the problem down wrong in the first place. So just double check that you did that correctly. Oh my God. A squirrel ran outside and it really scared me. Okay. God. Oh, step 1, we got rid of parentheses, right? -3 times 4 is -12. Then we have -3 times 8n is -24n minus 4n. And I'm going to double check my work because that squirrel really freaked me out. I feel like I'm stupid right now. Okay. Yes. And then the negative 32 minus 8n come down. So now I want you to pause the video, try to combine like terms. So these n terms right here, those are our like terms. We're going to combine them. Negative 24 minus 4, negative 28n. And those are done. Now this guy still has to come down. We keep his sign, the negative 12. Now we're going to focus on getting our variable terms over. I bring them to the left because it's what I'm used to. Try it. Okay, so this is where we should be, right? We have negative 20n minus 12 equals negative 32. If you're not sure what just happened, pause the video, think it through, email me, ask in class. Now we add 12. Oh my God, what a disaster. Okay. Negative 20n equals negative 20. And then we divide by negative 20 on both sides. And n equals 1. And that's how that's done. Okay? You can pause the video, check it all out. You have 16 questions. I just did 2 for you. So we'll work on that in class. Let me know if you have questions.